In a quiet suburban neighborhood, nested amidst the lush trees and manicured lawns, something extraordinary was about to happen. The sleepy town of Willbrook was on the verge of a groundbreaking transformation in house construction, a paradigm shift that will revolutionize the way homes were built. It all begins with Alex Mitchell, a visionary architect who had grown weary of the traditional time consuming and resource intensive methods of building homes. He dreamed of a world where house construction would be faster, more efficient, and environmentally friendly. Alex knew that to make this vision a reality, he had to harness the power of digital solution, automation, and modular construction. Alex gathered a team of like minded engineers, designers, and builders, and together they embark on a journey to reshape the future of housing. They call their project NexHome. The first phase of their plan involved designing a range of modular house components that could be fabricated in an automated factory setting. These components include walls, floors, roofs that were designed with precision utilizing advanced computer aided design software. The team also developed a digital platform that allowed homeowners to customize their houses down to the finest detail, from the layout and the material to the color of walls and fixtures. With the design phase complete, they set up a state of the art manufacturing facility just outside Willbrook. This factory was a marvel of automation, with robots and 3D printers working in harmony to produce the modular components. The level of precision and speed was unprecedented. What took months was now reduced to weeks or even days. The next challenge was to develop an efficient system for transporting these modular components to the construction site. Alex and his team designed a fleet of specialized trucks that could transport entire house modules. These trucks were equipped with GPS and communication systems, allowing for real-time tracking and coordination with the construction teams. On the construction site, a small team of skilled workers oversaw the assembly of the homes. The module components fit together seamlessly, guided by augmented reality technology that ensured precise alignment. This reduced the margin for error and dramatically sped up the construction process. As the first Next Home took shape, the residents of Willbrook and beyond marveled at the speed and efficiency of the construction. A house that once took a year to build was now completed in a matter of weeks and sometimes days. The digital solution and automation were transforming the construction industry, and people could hardly believe their eyes. Not only was the process faster, but it was also more sustainable. Next home modular construction minimized waste, and the houses themselves were designed with energy efficient features such as solar panels, advanced insulations, and smart home systems that optimized energy use. Word of Next Home success quickly spread, and other communities expressed interest in adopting this innovative approach to house construction. The paradigm shift had begun, and it was clear that this was the future of home building. Alex Mitchell and his team had achieved their vision in a more efficient, sustainable, and accessible way of building homes. The sleepy town of Willbrook had become a symbol of progress and innovation, and the world was eager to embrace the transformative power of digital solution, automation, and modular fast construction. The paradigm shift in house construction had arrived, and it was here to stay, reshaping the way we build our homes and shaping a brighter, more sustainable future for generations to come. As more and more community embraced the next home model, a ripple effect of positive changes emerged. The digital platform allowed for real-time monitoring of construction progress, reducing delays and cost overruns. Homeowners could interact with the platform to check on their project status, and they could make adjustments or additions with a few clicks. This unprecedented level of transparency and control gave homeowners a sense of empowerment they had never experienced in which actually they have never experienced in the construction process. The environmental benefits were also evident. With the reduction in construction waste and the integration of green technologies, NexHome became beacons of sustainability. Homeowners reported significant reduction in energy bills due to these eco-friendly design features, and the integration of smart home technology further actually optimized energy use. The towns and cities that adopted NexHome saw noticeable reduction in their carbon footprint, making them leaders in sustainability. Job creation was another significant positive outcome of this paradigm shift. While the construction process became more automated, the need for skilled workers to operate and maintain the automation machinery grew. Community invested in training programs, ensuring that their residents had access to these new opportunities. Engineers, architects, and designers find themselves at the actually forefront of this burgeoning industry, continuously innovating and improving the next home initial model. The success of Next Home was not limited to residential construction. The principles, behind the new paradigm began to infiltrate other sectors, including commercial and industrial buildings. Factories, warehouses, and office buildings were constructed with the same efficiency, sustainability, and speed that made Next homes so appealing. In the time, Willbrook ceased to be a sleepy town. It transformed into a hub of innovation and a living example of what was possible when technology and human ingenuity merged to create a brighter future. The streets that were once empty of construction noise were now bursting with activity as new residents moved in their next homes, and businesses flourished in the thriving community. The paradigm shift in house constructions, well, once an ambitious dream, had become a reality that reshaped the way we build our homes and our future. Willbrook's story served as an inspiration to communities worldwide, providing with a vision, determination, and the power of technology. Well, we could create a better, more sustainable world for ourselves and generation to come. Now, you see, Alex Mitchell is a fictional character, and Next Home, well, doesn't exist. Well, at least not yet. My point here is that in our history, we came to a point where the old way of what we call construction homes or constructing houses uh, actually became to a kind of point of non-progression, what I called. In other words, we're still building houses with a heavy use of manual labor. Imagine if we still assembled cars manually. How expensive our cars will be? Maybe 10 times more 10 times more expensive than what we used to have right now. And for the for the construction industry, it's quite similar. I mean, we still for decades, even since the industrial revolution, we build in house by using heavy rely on manual labor. And any business owner will say that when you have operations that rely on manual labor, the cost basically explodes and the final product or service will have a much higher price. We have the same thing in the construction industry, and it needs to be changed. Obviously, for the last years or even decades, the prices, and this is understandable, the price or the cost of construction material were low, and the manpower were actually quite available. Now we're at a point where we have shortages in labor. We don't have enough people to going into construction, and at the same time, with the inflation, the cost of construction material just exploded. So technically speaking, we have no choice but to change our way to think, our way of thinking when it comes to construction of houses. Technically speaking, so what could we do when it comes to change our way of thinking? Well, first things first, as it was mentioned within my story, we need to change the way we need to embrace digital solutions from the ideation to the design and up to the manufacturing, from a web platform to design tools up to the construction, on-site construction, and actually assembling of houses on the site. It all needs to be digital. The communication needs to rely on heavily on digital solutions. Then let's start with the excavation itself. It's not necessarily easy to find local, you know, experience local talent one way or another. So why not have automated excavators with the operator that will be maybe 1,000 miles away, but will have the experience and will be operating this machine, this automated excavator remotely. Or even better, for much more simple excavation, it will be completely automated with a AI software or just a software that will be basically controlling and operating this excavator. And all of that will rely again on a digital tool, on a digital markup of the excavation terrain with all the limitations and all the complexity that it has basically. Now, I'll also mention the not the digital components but the physical components of houses, the modular components of houses. Where those one could be, well, maybe not easily, but we do have the automation technology, and we got very far when it comes to automation since the early years of automation. Automation could be much more flexible than we used to see. And all of those components, all those house components could be manufactured basically on the automated line and be available when it needs them to be available. Now, once those components are manufactured within an automated factory, they could be installed, not constructed, but directly installed on the construction site, and also guided with augmented reality that will provide all the position, and not only the position but also the angles and all the details that be um, needs to be um, needs to be located at the construction site. So the information itself become much more fluid and much more intuitive by itself. And then obviously houses component by component, module by module will be not necessarily constructed but assembled. And something that used to take, let's say, months or even a year will take probably days. So days assembled in terms of assembling those already manufactured automatically in an automated way, manufactured and then assembled on the construction site. And that's why it's so exciting. When we embrace in our thinking digital solution, automation of modular house components, then we have another paradigm and another way of thinking and another approach that will reduce, first of all, reduce the waste, but also reduce dramatically the cost of construction of those houses. So that's it for today. So would you be the next Alex Mitchell, or probably you'll be maybe part of the NexHome company, or maybe NexHome company by itself will be a multitude of companies that will embrace all that new paradigm and that new thinking that involves digital solution automation and modular assembly or modular house components. So let me know what do you think. On that, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Ilya Lamin, and on that, be strong, be bold, and don't forget that you are appreciated.